Well, howdy there, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Marvel Heroes here. We're going to continue looking at Marvel Heroes and trying to help you guys out if you're new to the game or just trying to get into the system and trying to figure out exactly what you're trying to do and the best way to do it. And I'm learning from my mistakes. Hopefully, I'm going to teach you guys a few things that maybe you didn't know about. And hopefully today we're going to cover that. Today we're going to be talking about power points. So power points are very, very important. Obviously we have X23 here. X23 is maximum level. Level 60 is the maximum level. So the highest you can get is level 60. When you get up to level 60, you will receive 150 power points to spend on all your heroes. So basically what I did here was I just used a recon device to reset all my power points back to just 0. And I've got 150 points that I can spend on my hero on the different abilities and passive powers and everything. And so I have 150 points to spend on these. But a lot of people don't realize that you actually have more than 150 points that you can get for your heroes. You actually, as I mentioned in a previous episode of trying to help you guys learn Marvel Heroes and try to pick up on a few things that, you know, really don't know unless you play and try to figure out, is that you should play through the story a couple times with your first couple heroes. It's a really good story, and one of the reasons you want to play through this story is because you will earn all sorts of stuff for your hero as you start going through the story. You'll earn credits, you'll earn orbs, you'll earn, recon devices, you'll earn a couple artifacts, you'll actually earn some extra health and some extra spirit, which is permanent health, permanent spirit for your hero, and the other thing you can actually earn is you can actually earn power points that you play when you play through the story. But not only that is the fact that you earn these power points for your hero, you can actually earn them 3 times each when you play in the different difficulty modes. So if we bring up our super hero difficulty here, if we bring up our hero roster, you can see X23 is actually at super heroic difficulty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how quickly and easily we can get some power points, and I'm going to take you through this step by step. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to normal difficulty. So in normal difficulty you can earn 4 extra power points, and the same thing with heroic and the same thing with the super heroic. So what you want to do is, if you've got your character up to level 60, if you didn't play through the story, if you only have 150 power points, you're actually going to play through the story again, but you're not going to be playing through the story. Basically, we're just going to rush through these encounters to get our extra power points. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to switch back to normal difficulty. Normal difficulty, you will notice up here in your map here, there is a green border around it. That means you're in normal difficulty mode. Now, there are 4 different missions that you can go on, and we're going to come over here to our little teleporter pad. There are 4 different missions that are going to earn you power points. The first mission is in Chapter 2, so you want to click on Chapter 2 here. You want to make sure you're here in story mode, and basically what we want to do is we want to go to the cargo freighter, and we got to go kill Hood. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Being a level 60 character, you're probably only going to be like a level 4 or 5 hero at this point in the game. So basically, when I walk up to these guys, I'm going to basically be killing them. What I have to do, though, I would highly recommend that I go back in here and switch back to my active powers. No, activate them. Activate 2. Thank you. Activate. Okay, what's the problem here? Come on. Active. There we go. Alright. You can't make a power spec while in combat. Oh, okay, that's why. It wouldn't let me change because I was in combat. Alright, so we can just... What we're going to do is, we don't really need to stop and fight these guys. I mean, we are, like, way overpowered. We will just totally mow these guys over. what you want to basically do is just run down to the second level here, and you're gonna come across here, across the bridge, and then you're gonna come back down this way here, then you're gonna come across the bridge this way, and you're gonna come down to the main platform down here, and this is where Hood will arrive. So what we want to do is just fight Hood, kill all of his little minions off. It shouldn't take us but 2 seconds because, like I said, we are like way over level for him. And I've got my finger on the wrong button, so that's why it took us longer than normal. Normally this takes me about 12 seconds to complete that in normal mode. Like I mentioned, we're 60th level. You're supposed to be only like 4th or 5th level for this. Now that we've killed Hood, all we have to do is go back with the little teleporter here to Avenger Tower. And we're going to come back to the main hub here and talk to Maria Hill and say, okay, there'll be a little cut screen here. Afterwards, it'll say you've been awarded a PowerPoint. Hey, look at that. So if we actually look at our powers again, if we look back at our active powers, you can see we have 151 points available. So now we're going to go complete the second mission, which is going to be Chapter 4. And we're going to go to the Fisk Tower. We're going to warp to that location. And basically we have to get up to his lair, and that's 4 levels. We're just going to walk through this really quickly. You'll find on the other end of the map, you'll find this little teleporter here. And we'll just step inside it. There's really no sense in fighting these guys. They're not going to earn much experience points. They're way over leveled. They're not going to drop any good items. And we're just going to continue going up through the elevators here from level to level. And we're doing that. And alright. Whoops. Gonna jump through. There we go. And finally, we're at the Kingpin's office. And we're gonna go in, and once we walk in between the tables here, it'll activate a nice little movie here. This guy will last about 12 seconds as well. And there he is. Alright, so once we kill Fisk, what we want to do is, you can see the things we're picking up are blue and everything. They're not worth anything. I wouldn't even worry about that. After you kill Fisk, or if Elektra and Bullseye show up, you want to kill them as well. You're going to come over to the Tablet of Hand and Fate and grab that. And you'll see the Kingpin falls, retrieve the Tablet of Life and Time. I'm sorry, Life and Time. And we're going to use the little teleporter to go back to Avenger Tower. And once we're back in Avenger Tower, all we're going to do is come back up and talk to Maria Hill again. And there's a little cut screen that comes, and you notice we've been awarded a PowerPoint. So you can see we're up to 152.
Don't you dare insinuate.
Now what we're going to do is we are going to go to Chapter 7. Go to Chapter 7. So the first one was Chapter 2. The second one was Chapter 4. This one is Chapter 7. We're going to go to the Science Station. Of all the missions, this is the longest and most difficult one. We are going to go to the Science Station. It has a little cut screen. Alright, so all we have to do is walk right off the portal here, right inside this Science Station. Again, we're way over leveled. What we want to do is just kill a few monsters and pick up some biomass here. We'll do that. We'll just pick up some of this biomass on the ground here. If you don't see biomass, then you didn't do something right. Alright, once we find the biomass, we want to go to, okay, where the Blinky is, up there. So we just have to find our way over there. So I like to keep my little mini map up because this is like a little maze. You have to figure out how to get up there. That's why I said this is like the most difficult of all the missions. Is just the way this building is structured sometimes can be very very difficult. So let's inside this building here, or inside this room here, we'll just kill these guys. Just wipe these guys out. Like I said, we're way over level. They're not going to drop any good items for us. We're not really here to fight them or anything. We should get to a little locker here that has a question mark. Again, you have to have the biomass picked up. Once you do that, the little question mark will go away, and the next thing we need to do is go to the biochem lab. If we bring up our map again, it's going to be blinky yellow arrow there. So what we're going to do is just see if we can figure out a way to get that.
The Queen demands your death.
Over there. Nope, not that way. As I mentioned, this is, yeah, we're going to have to go all the way back around to the beginning level here. Alright, looks that way. So, we're just using our little character's lunge forward power here as fast as possible. We're just ignoring all the enemies at this point. Again, there's no sense in fighting them. I mean, if you wanted to fight them, you can, but that's up to you. You're going to find a room that looks exactly like this. This room always looks the same. Might be a different location based on how your map is set up, but it's going to look like a little copy machine. You're going to click on the copy machine, let it charge up, and your little question marks should go away. Now we got to go all the way back up, back all the way around, and try to get to this next part here. As I mentioned, this is, of all the missions, this is the most difficult one, just because of the map layout. The building's different, the layout of the building's different every single time. So you have to just figure out a way to get from point A to point B. Oh, and I made a little error there in the way we're going. Fortunately for us, once you've done the other two objectives, this will be the third and last objective you need to complete. So this is good for us, because we've almost completed it. And I missed it by that much. I need to go around this way. There we go. Alright, so we are at the location. Just kill off any enemies that happen to come around. The reason you need to kill the enemies is because if you're busy trying to complete the objective and they hit you or damage you, it'll stop it. So just kill the enemies first. It should only take you a second. Then you're going to click on the ventilation, and here is exactly what I was talking about. Kill the enemies because he interrupted me. So just clear the ventilation shaft, and we've been awarded a PowerPoint. Yay for us. So as you can see, we are up to 153. Remember, we started at 150. We're now up to 153. So, oops, I'm actually doing this the hard way. As soon as you complete that objective, a little teleporter will show up right here. And you're going to take the teleporter back to the infested jungle. Say yes. Alright, once you're back in the infested jungle, this is going to be the easiest objective. Is now we're going to get back on the teleport pad, and you're going to use your little scroll bar to scroll down to chapter 9. You notice it only shows chapter 1 to 8. I don't know why they didn't make this just slightly bigger so you can see all 9 chapters in there, but you want to go to chapter 9, and you want to go to the ancient ruin site. So we're going to warp to that location. And all you have to do is, once you're at there, is you're going to walk up to this big glowy pad up here. We're going to walk up to it. As we start walking up, there's a nice little cut screen. Once the cut screen's done, this teleporter pad will activate. You're going to click on the Asgard, Battle for Asgard, a frosty reception. Travel to Asgard, yes. And once you're in Asgard, you will see this huge, nice looking bridge. Guy with the question mark, you're going to run over and talk to him, and you notice we received a PowerPoint. At this point, we have completed all 4 objectives. We have earned 4 PowerPoints, and all we have to do is hit our B key. We'll go back to base here. Once we're back at the base, we will see our 4 PowerPoints. Now that we're back at the base, what you want to do is bring up your hero roster again. Click on your hero you're currently doing. You switch it from normal difficulty to heroic difficulty. And hit switch. When you're in heroic difficulty, you'll notice your border around your map is now, instead of green, it's now kind of a yellow color. So you are now in heroic mode. We can do the same process over again. So we're going to go to chapter 2, warp to location. Nope, got to hit the right button. Chapter 2, cargo freight, warp to location. We want to go kill Hood. So again, we're way overpowered. We probably should only be about 25, 20, 27, 28th level maybe-ish, somewhere around there. We're just bypassing all these guys, and we're just moving down the line here. Coming over, coming over.
What are you doing here?
Lovely. Back down. And to the main chamber here.
I've been looking forward to this.
In heroic mode, this shouldn't be that bad a battle. You might take a few little hits, but shouldn't take you too long to wipe out Hood. Because you are, again, way overpowered here. I'm not really hitting any of my special powers. I'm just doing just my normal basic attacks. Okay, go away. Again, you can pick up items if you drop some on the ground, but they're not going to be worth much. And, of course, we're going to go back to Avenger Tower. And I'm going to do 4 missions here in about 7 minutes for you guys. So, click on her. Thank you. We're going to bypass this. Now, because we're playing through the story mode, sometimes you'll go to maps, there'll be other people. What you want to do is right-click and leave the party and say yes, because you don't want to interrupt what they're doing. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is Chapter 4, Fist... Oh, hang on a minute. Chapter 4, then we got to click on Fist Tower down here. And make sure you do that, otherwise you'll go back to Avenger Tower. That wouldn't be cool, because that's where you're already at. Alright, so again, we're just going to fly through this as fast as possible. I can get these done in about 7 minutes. Get out of there. Thank you. Depending on the speed of your hero, if you got flying ability, it's a little easier. Teleporting's even easier. And depending on, this character doesn't have either one of those, but she does have 3 lunge forward power, so I don't have to worry about spending my spirit to get that. Alright, we're going to run between the tables, activate our little cut screen for Fisk. You don't need to go between the tables, all you have to do is approach him. We'll go ahead and activate our hero here just in case. This guy can be sometimes, he can get angry and do some nasty stuff. But again, we're way overpowered, so we shouldn't have that big a problem. We're going to complete this, and we're going to go back to the Avenger Tower. Talk to Maria Hill again.
Alex Summers at your service.
And we'll receive another PowerPoint Mrs. Cut Screen.
Magneto,
Alright, so we should have 156. 4 from the normal mode, and 2 from the heroic mode. We got 2 more to do. This should be pretty easy. 7, the science station. Again, this is the longest and toughest part. It's just because of the map layout. And we're going to go into the building. And kill an enemy or 2 to get some biomass. Shouldn't take you but a few seconds to kill them. Alright. Now let's bring up our little map here. Sometimes the layout can be really helpful and you're like, you can be there really quickly. In this case, it looks like we are going to be pretty quickly on this. Again, you're going to have to kill the enemies because otherwise they will interrupt you, the process of you trying to store the data. There we go. We got our data stored. Now we're looking for, we got to pick up some more biomass here first. There we do. When you have enough biomass, it'll switch to the next objective. Alright, so we're going to come back down. It looks like this little hallway here might take us over there. Let's hope. Nope, not that way. Looks like we're going to have to go back down this way. And back over and back up maybe. Alright, and again, this room looks exactly like the other room. It's just in a different location. Yes, yes, yes. Die already, yes. Alright. Good job. Then we got to analyze this. Good job. Alright, now all we have to do is get to the ventilation shaft. Hopefully this will take us right to it. Bummer. Come on. Let's see if we can come up this way. There we go. Alright, excellent. One thing of note, sometimes there'll be monster enemies come out of this little grate here, so you have to try to kill everybody pretty quickly. We did that. Been awarded a PowerPoint. We're going to go back to the jungle. Use a teleporter pad. We're going to go to number 9, the ancient ruin site. We're going to warp to that location. And we're going to just jump towards this. Nice little cut screen. We're now going to travel to Asgard. And we're going to talk to our guy to get another PowerPoint. Excellent. So you can see we're at 158. So that's 8 PowerPoints so far that we didn't have before. And that's 8 PowerPoints we can put into some of our different powers. Now we did this actually so fast I can't hit the B button because I'm still waiting on the cooldown, so we got another 23 seconds. So again, we started with 150, we're up to 158. You can see here, let's see, this was some setup I was doing on this one. It's not really the one I use, this is the one I use. This is the one we have all our points to spend on. So I need to reallocate points for her anyways. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys how to do this. Alright, let's hit our B. There we go. We got it. It's enough time. And now all we're going to do is, that's right, we're going to go back and bring up our hero. And we're going to switch to super heroic difficulty mode. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing over and over and over again. Chapter 2, we're going to go to the cargo freight. Now you notice, again, level 47 to 50, so we're way overpowered because we're level 60, but still it might be a little bit of a problem, a little bit of a difficulty for you guys. Just depends on if you get trapped in with a whole bunch of people shooting you or whatever the situation happens to be. We're just going down that first hallway. Down at the end of the first hallway there'll always be this little teleporter there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the first set of stairs and cross over, and then we're going to go to the second set of stairs and cross back over, and then we're going to go down to the main platform here, and I'm invulnerable. How do you like that, Hood? Oh, I missed him with my power even. Kill him quickly. There we go, we got him, he's dead. We can stand around and kill the rest of the guys if you wanted, but you just need to travel back to the Adventure Tower. And we're just basically doing the same process that we did the first time and the second time over again on the third time. And a little cut screen, and we've been awarded a PowerPoint.
I will find it soon.
So you can see with the 3 different modes, we have normal mode, heroic mode, super heroic mode. There's 4 different ability points in each one. You can earn yourself an additional 12 PowerPoints that you can put into your character here. You can see we're up to 159. We got 3 PowerPoints left to do. How long do you think it would take us to do it? I think we can do it. I think we can do it. We're trying to do this as quickly as possible for you guys. Of course, you already know the process. You don't need to continue watching the video. You already know what to do. But come on, get over. Come on. You're wasting time. What are you doing? Jump. Jeez, lady. Alright, we're up to 2nd level. We got to get to the 4th level. Oh my gosh. Come on, Jumpy. Go. Go. Alright, we can be up there. Kill Fisk really quickly here. Come on. Stop jumping the wall. Wasting my time, lady. Alright, here's Fisk. Little cut screen.
Is a grave mistake.
Again, he can be a little difficult, so just keep your eye on him. He's got a couple powers.
This should be a surprise for you.
Your fate is sealed.
Use my signature power there.
At last.
And of course, we're going to grab this. And of course, go back to the Adventure Tower. I'm going to do this next part in 3 more minutes, folks. We got 3 minutes. We're going to do the whole thing. Yes. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Magneto,
We're going to level 7 now. Chapter 7. We're going to go to the science station. All right. I'm going to go in the science station. Pick up some biomass, which basically is just left over from any enemy you kill. Plenty of it will drop all over the ground. You shouldn't have a problem finding biomass. Get off my dude there. There we go. We got plenty of biomass now. Alright, so let's go. Where are we headed? We're headed this way, alright? Come on, we got 2.5 minutes to go. Oop, dead end, damn.
I don't want to fight you.
Gotta go down the next hallway here. Alright, this one we just need to touch. That's good. We don't need to worry about killing any of the enemies there. You just have to touch that box. Once we touch the box, we can move up to this one here, which is our... Told you guys are going to have this done in 3 minutes. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on. Let's finish it. Yes, good. Got it. Alright, last but not least, we got to go to the ventilation shaft, which is located way down here, which means we're going to have to find a hallway coming down this way, maybe this way. I think we're good. We're good. Yep. Alright.
I need to go there.
Get rid of the map there. Again, you guys can do it without the map. Oh, come on. I was almost there. Hopefully my my team up will keep them busy. Alright, so we've been awarded a PowerPoint. We're going to the jungle. We're going to go to Chapter 9. We're going to go to the Ancient Ruin Site. And of course, last but not least, we just have to activate this to go to travel to Asgard. Looked like somebody activated it just before we got there.
Snarky kid anymore.
And so there you go,
Now
folks.
I'm a
We went
snarky
from
adult.
150 PowerPoints to 162, and it took us less than half an hour to do that. So if you didn't play through the story, you don't have those extra PowerPoints. 16 extra PowerPoints is huge. You want to make sure if your characters are going to be maxed out, you want to use, you know, whatever you can get, whatever you know, all the bonuses and stuff that you can get. Like I mentioned, you can also get permanent health bonuses, you can get permanent spirit bonuses, you can get some artifacts, and we'll look at the rest of those if I find some that are really interesting. The only thing is, it seems like a lot of extra work to get the extra permanent spirit, and for the you get 5 extra permanent spirits per, I think you can do it 3 or 4 times each. So you can basically get an extra 20 spirit. You know, it's 20 spirit compared to 631. You know, it's just a little dip in the glass. If we look at one of these powers here, it's give me a power here. This one costs how much? Oh, that's right, because she uses Wrath. It's a little bit different. This is a Wrath cost of 9.2. Give me another one. This one costs 84 Wrath. So having an extra 20 Wrath to go through that, I'm not sure is worth it. And the same thing with this, with the permanent health. It gives you, I think, 3 or 4 different permanent health bonuses of 50. So you can get like an extra 150 health. 150 compared to my 17,614. Just for me, it doesn't seem like it's the health, especially, is really, it's like less than 1% probably of what you're going to be doing. Spirit or Wrath or whatever your hero uses, it might be worth it to do, but I'll leave that up to you guys. So that was a look at getting extra power points for your heroes from 150 all the way up to 162. I now have 162 points I can put into my hero, which of course, you know, I'm going to be choosing my favorite attacks and maximizing those power points there. But I've got an extra 12 to play with now, so hopefully this helps you guys figure out how to get all your characters, all the bonuses and all the rewards and everything that you're trying to get if you didn't play through the story mode. So if you have any thoughts, questions, suggestions, be sure to leave your comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time here on Marvel Heroes. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.